What if you want to create a tile looking site where big images are followed after another big image and there's text above these images? Let's look what we already know. We have this div with outer and this page on the inside, and that knows how to center this content. What if this outer div repeated over and over again? Instead of being a background color, it had an image. And instead of this having background color, it's either transparent or has a bit of an opacity so you can see words above the image. Let's assign an image to this outer div. I'm going to use this hero top, which has a background image of a tree, background no repeat, and the sizing is cover. From the center, just make things grow outward. I don't need a background color. The width is 100% of the div, and height is 400 pixels. To this div with the class already assigned outer, I'll add hero top. There's the image behind here. Let me scale it. And we could type text in here. Let me just put a sample. Sample tile 1. I'll text align the page class to be text align left. I'll add an opacity to this class. Let's do 0.25. And there's our text, a little hard to read. Maybe something more like 0.6. And then continue to stylize this page. Let me add more tiles. Now I'm going to do that by just copying and pasting. Outer to outer, and copied and pasted all that. Instead of hero top, and this is where we're going to have to figure out maybe a better system. For now, it's okay. Maybe I'll do hero top number 2 or hero tile 2. Maybe the word tile is a better term instead of top. So hero title 2. Next one will be wave.jpg. And I'll assign hero tile 2 to this second outer div right here, which becomes our second tile. Pressing refresh, scrolling down the page, and look. Instead of tile 1, I could write tile 2. Now we have this tile format. You want everything to shrink, and this is where being a little more creative with the stylings has to come in. What controls the size of all these images is the height of the hero tops. So if I put in a height of this one, let's say it's 400 pixels, and I copy and paste that here. Refresh. We have 400 pixel tile, another 400 pixel tile, and since our page is longer than that, it's stretching all the way to the bottom. I'll fix that by going to the page where it has height 99 viewport height. I'll just put 100% of its bounding container. And now the inner page fits within each tile. As tile structures go, I think we need to figure out a better system just to make it a little easier on us. What if we have this general tile class? And that general tile class has this information. Now I can remove that information from these other two. You want all the tiles to become larger. You can increase the height from 400 to 800. Or if you want them to become smaller, we could shrink them back down to 400 or smaller. Each one of these now hero, instead of hero top, I'll just call them tile BG1, tile BG number 2, background of number 2. This is how we can now reformat this page. This first outer will have the tile class, and so will this other one. And that gives each tile form. It doesn't have an image though. The image will come from tile BG1 or tile BG2. When I hit refresh right now, will have nothing except our inner parts. To see the backgrounds, we'll assign tile BG1 and tile BG2, each tile respectively. Tile BG1, tile BG2. Refresh. And when we want tile BG3 or the next tile, copy, paste. Let's see what other images do I have. I have sea, flowers, trees, and wave. Let's go for flowers next. This new tile, the third one, it's going to have a class of tile BG3 that still has to be defined. And tile BG3 looks exactly like all the other tiles, except all we're changing are the backgrounds. This will be flowers. And renaming this tile BG3. Now we have our flowers. Now I have to change the inside of the content. Content is here. This is our template. We stylize the template by defining styles. We're looking for patterns that are kind of global, such as tiles, and things that are global that we might want to change, such as the tile height, and then specifics, such as the backgrounds for each one of these new tiles. If I want all my tiles to be 600 pixels tall, I just have to change it now in one place, because that tile class is assigned here, here, and here. Saving, refreshing. Now we have tiles that are 600 pixels tall. I'll change this to be my tile 3 content. Next part is dealing with a navigation bar. Do we want the navigation bar just to be on top of the page or sticky, where as you scroll on down, we always see the navigation bar?